Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason made the wise decision to skip the hot dish and went for the lutefisk in playing the Minnesota Twins and pitched 9 solid innings, collecting 9 strikeouts, allowing 2 hits and a walk, but no runs, collecting a complete game shutout and 100 pitches, which technically is not a Maddox, but what the hell, it's a great performance anyway. Let's keep going.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Okay, general stat ups, way we like them. Bullpen day, what do we got? Circle change, hits per 9, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Batting practice, power focus, don't care, even a little bit. Pitching clutch cap, I guess, maybe, kinda, sorta. No, not really. Let's get that control up some more. Kind of the theme I'd like to be working on here is I'd like to get the control of my pitches up wherever possible so I don't get so many of these damn hangers. Okay, it looks like Jason is going to be playing against the Seattle Mariners in Fenway. Now, Jason has played against the Mariners a grand total of 4 times and 2 starts, has a 1-0 record against them, has a 1.65 ERA and a 2.59 WOBA. So good performances against them altogether. Looks like they got a couple familiar faces out here. They got Trey Turner, Manuel Margot, they got Jose Aviles, Jorge Bonifacio. Yeah, a bunch of people that we've seen on other teams before, but you know, nothing to it but to do it. Let's get out here and get it.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jason Parham starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hard to be any better than he was in his last one. How about his CG in a 2-hitter? He was in complete control from beginning to end. It'll be fun to see if he carries that over into this one.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He will lead this one off today.
Of course, I believe the last time we saw Trey Turner was on the Nationals. I can't remember if we were playing with him or against him, but clearly he's landed on his feet and later in his career. Let's get going. Two-seamer, which I feel like was a pretty good spot, but umpire didn't see it that way.
Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts
sprayed off to the right, and that'll end that no-hit bid. Trey Turner gets on base in the first at-bat of the game.
Next for Seattle, Manuel Margot. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That'll be a grounder over to third, to second, to first.
And they turn the
nice little double play. Manny Margot, former teammate from the Padres, grounds into a double play to eliminate that base hit.
In the game.
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Into the box, Jose Aviles, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Try a curveball first pitch. Got one over, hung it a little bit, but strike one.
2 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss on that 2-seamer outside, and he's down 0-2. Well, let's run one in, see if he swings on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hopped up. Devers in foul ground.
Rafael Devers eats some dirt on the way down, but can't get to that cannot get to that that pop-up over there in foul ground.
Here's another 0-2. And a
swing and a miss.
Swung on and missed.
Fastball
And
up, and he goes down swinging. Have a seat and get
Mariners go down quietly there. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Well, Boston gets nothing in the top of the, or bottom of this first, excuse me. So we're still 0-0 going into the top of the second.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out
center
of play
cut
for
fastball, and he fouls it off
I know
late.
it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Same thing, straight down the middle.
Matuk will slide over and
Mikey Matuk out there in center.
That's out number one.
Yeah, mostly the usual suspects today. We got Andrew Knapp at first, Mikey Matuk in center, Raul Mondesi at short.
A lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
Digging in, Martin Oliveros. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one.
Martin Oliveros, never heard of him.
That gets the inside corner, strike one. And there are
his
the
tag in the lineup
assigned
says he's a
to this
rookie,
one.
which I believe.
Balls
It's
and
just
strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will.
Bouncer
so
over to second base. It'll be Tony Kemp over there to pull it in.
Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
That'll be
first, and there
out
are two
number
down. Digging in now for the Mariners, Gene Segura.
The designated hitter, Gene Segura.
Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and
cutter
right
straight down the middle.
For a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately,
swing and a miss at a cutter away, and now he is in the hole 0-2. Change up low, taps it.
This ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2.
So we'll track a two-seamer down.
Straight
at Raul Mondesi at short.
And a good effort as he's
that'll
able
get
to
him
stick with it and
to end the inning.
Third out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box now, Joey Callahan, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch coming.
Right,
here it is.
Curveball first pitch. Taps it. Come on, Jay.
Throw to first in
pitch,
time,
one pitch,
and the
one
leadoff
out.
man is gone to start the third. And with one gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East.
And in one sense, it's a tight race for second place, but in another sense, we're all kind of falling far behind New York, so it's not looking great for our playoff hopes right now going into July.
Peter Hong batting just a notch below 300
Season's just about
so
half
far
gone,
in the
and
season.
we are not looking too good as far as our record goes.
Swihart over to his
Nice little
left.
pop-up for Peter
And that's
Hong.
the second out of the
That'll
inning.
be out number 2 on the first pitch.
So digging in now, Mike Margima. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First off,
We'll just go straight after him.
A high
Two-seamer.
fastball is in there.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time, the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is
Hey,
hit
he was
foul
late on
over
that
to the
one,
right
so
side.
let's try one on the
Strike 2 now.
inside.
Hey, we got 2 down.
If we can't get a
0-2 count.
strikeout
Here's
for
the
a
pitch.
change. Did we get
And
it?
a
We
check
did not
swing.
get it.
Did he go
Not on
around?
that one, anyway.
No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1.
Okay, well, we got other ways of making you swing. How about that Showtime slider?
And that's
right
his
off
leg
Jason.
on the mound. great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out.
Devers gets over there to get it, and that'll end the inning.
Mariners are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. First pitch of the at-bat.
Off with a changeup, I guess.
Change up
the zone
that
for a
catches
strike.
the corner for strike one. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a
Cut
while,
up.
Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing
Fouled
very
it back,
well,
and that's
throwing
0-2.
strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Into the
Slider
windup.
away.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Did you
Checked his swing
He
there.
did
Did
not.
he go
Dang.
around? No, says the first base umpire.
Getting
Ball
pretty good
one.
at those. Getting pretty good at holding up on those two-seam
Line drive
sliders.
to center field. A dive,
Oh, no.
but it'll get
Jackie
past him out
Bradley
in
Jr.
center, and this could roll till tomorrow.
Ooh, gosh.
He's around second now as they're still searching
Throwing
for
it to the
out
cutoff,
there.
man.
And he will make it all the way to third now
Misses.
as that mistake
He
proves
misses
a
the
costly
catch
one
out there
indeed.
in center field
Even
on the
best
diving
center fielders
stop.
make mistakes once in a while,
And that's going to
and
roll all
that's
the way to
definitely
the
case here.
backstop.
He totally misplays
Back
it,
in the
and by the
triangle.
time he recovers, no
Or, excuse me,
chance
that's
of
not
keeping
Jackie
him
Bradley
from
Jr.
ending
That's
up
Mikey
at third.
Matuk. Roll all the way to the backstop, and so Trey Turner is standing on third with nobody away. Not the way we'd like to draw it up.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As he
Okay,
will take
two-seamer
strike
down.
one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
No swing.
Runners in scoring position this season. Margot is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Let's spread that
He'd be the
off to
first tell you
Yasiel
he's
Puig
not
out
happy
and
with his
right.
batting average this season,
They're
but
not
he
going
can
to send the
feature in
runner
a
out there.
variety of different ways, and he
Probably a
has
good
to, because he
decision
wouldn't be
considering
here
that gun
otherwise.
Time now
on
for the Red
Puig's arm
Sox
out there.
Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors.
Brock Felder, I keep telling you guys, bring him up right now. He's been tearing up Red Sox, or he's been tearing up
Digging in
the
for his second at bat.
AAA every time they've done one of these
He'll look to bounce
previews.
back after striking out his last time up.
400
And a fastball
average,
just
man.
below the knees,
Bring
ball
him
one.
up.
A ball and a strike.
12-6 over the outside corner for the
stands
strike.
at third with one gone in the inning.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Look out. That
Jammed
shatters
it.
on impact. Barehanded at his ankles. And he'll reach first as they can't
Okay, well,
make the
that'll be
play
men
on
at the
it.
corners.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this after that knock right
Jorge
there? That's
Avila
an 11-game
gets
hitting
himself
streak.
a
You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts
Avilas,
off
excuse me.
innocent. You just
Jose
want to get a
Avilas.
few knocks
Got
to
that
get the hit
all
and
the way
coach
wrong.
off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for
Broke off the
almost
bat.
a week. 8
Still got
days.
over to
Now
first
we're
on the
11?
little
This
infield
guy's
number. Now we got
better
men on the
taste
corners
different.
with one away. Bring up Jorge Bonifacio. That's the name I was trying to find.
Into the box now, Jorge Bonifacio. Oh, and this ball is
Uh-oh, that one is high. It is far.
and deep.
It is out of
Over
here.
the monster and out onto Lansdowne
Jorge
Street.
Bonifacio, 3-run home run, 441 feet over the monster and gone. And Fenway just goes silent.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited.
Right
stayed
over the
back,
billboard,
and absolutely
man.
exploded through the zone on that one.
Oof. Okay, well, Jay, pull up your pants. Let's try this again.
In now, Martin Oliveros. And he takes ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that
No
pitch
swing
misses
on
in the
either
dirt,
of them.
and it's 2-0 now.
Jason maybe getting a
Well,
little
I think
bit
he just
rattled.
kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand.
Well, we
And right
had
now, he
been
needs to
doing
think
fairly
about
well
this hitter.
today, and then he gave up 3 runs
3
in
runs,
one
4
shot.
hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point.
Here we go. Right Right now, fellas.
All right, tapped a cutter for a 2-2 count. Was early on it, so let's try an inside changeup. We got it. About a slider away then.
And a swing
reaches
and
for it,
they got
strikes
it with
out.
the slider there, 2 away.
So not a bad bounce back.
Another strikeout for him on the mound, and
kind of sucks that we have to bounce back after that one, but
no doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In
cutter
there for strike 1.
Center
He's
cut
0 for 1 thus far. And
curveball hits the outside. Ball and a strike.
Three runs already home here.
Gene Segura, 1-2 count.
Tried to hold
once
up there.
again, holds up on the 1-2 count.
No swing. It's ball 2.
Got some real good bat discipline on these guys. Strong wrists.
Swung on and lifted in the air to
lifted out to left center field. They're on the run out there. Mikey Matuk's going to get it at the wall, and that will end the inning. But not before Jorge Bonifacio yanks one to left field over the monster and onto the street. 3-0 Mariners on top.
Digging in to try it again, Joey Callahan. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Well, it's not going to help us if we to lose our composure here, man.
0-1.
The runs are already on the board. Nothing we can do about them. That's a grounder over to first.
And he'll step on first.
Get over there, Andrew Knapp will.
So striding in, Peter Hong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Two-seamer down is the call. That's straight up the middle. Peter Hong going to get himself a base hit up the middle. So man on first with one away.
Bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Yeah, it was the bottom of the zone, so
now batting.
Stepping
can't
in
feel
now,
too bad about that, I
Margema.
don't think.
As the first pitch to him runs
12-6 on the outside for Mike Margema.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line toward right center.
Lined out there.
The base hit.
Right field. And that'll be
and that runner will
men
go
on
no
first and
further
second
than
with 2 away.
There are 2 aboard now.
With 1 away.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Up next for Seattle, shortstop.
Into the box, Trey Turner.
Swing and miss on the inside slider.
At strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Jason doesn't break that up very much. So when he does, it can be very effective.
Skied
out there to right field. Yasiel Puig's got it. They're going to hold the man at second. Respecting the arm out there.
Ready for
and
another
Manuel
shot
Margot.
Now. Manuel Margot. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Goodness.
Goes reaching for that slider outside, and that'll be 0-2.
Right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone. You take one. Slider.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
That'll end the inning.
Side, and that will do
so
it.
a couple base runners, but no runs across in the 5th. But Boston still losing out here thanks to that 3-0 score, 6-3 hits.
Into the box now, Jose Aviles.
Getting off for Seattle, second baseman. Jose
Boston still nothing doing after 5 innings. So
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Mariners
Started to
pitcher
go around, but
Andrew
it's ruled
Moore
strike one anyway.
doing very well today to keep these guys under control.
And a breaking
12-6 on
ball
the
stays
outside gets
outside.
no swing, obviously.
You're in the box right now. You got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and
Okay,
just missed with
change
that
up
backdoor
was
breaker.
early on it. 1-2 count. Let's go. Let's rattle his cage a little bit.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
The 1-2. Misses,
Oof.
ball 2.
2 strikes. Hey, here we go.
Balls that steal these guys. Am I gonna have to bean one of these guys to get him
Breaking
afraid
ball
of me?
swung on and missed, and he set down for the second time this
Well, I
afternoon.
can get him to strike
Man,
out.
they've really
if I
had
can do
his
that,
number
but
so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Jose Aviles goes down on
Jorge
strikes.
Bonifacio will stride in again, and first we flash it back to his at-bat in the 4th inning.
Let's
and
not
what
see
a big
that
one
again.
It was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point.
Yeah, that's
Ball
pretty
1.
much the only score
He's gonna
put
have
on
to
the
make
board
adjustment
so
on that
far.
slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the
Okay,
middle of the plate.
two-seamer down,
to get
gets
that
kind of a
swing and
generous
miss on the
call.
out path.
Swats
1-2
that two-seamer. Was late on it.
1 out, nobody on.
Calls for a change-up low.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start
See
it
what
up.
happens.
Curveball,
No swing,
or maybe
2-2
even the
count.
circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
All right, cut her up.
Oh, and he struck
Swing and a
him out
miss.
as well, so he's
And that's a
carving right
little
through the
revenge
heart
plate
of this
appearance.
lineup as
Sends
there
down
are
the man
2
who
away
sent
now.
out the
Certainly
ball.
not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
The left fielder, number 3.
Now at the plate, Martin Oliveros. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
So
And he
cutter to
lays
the
off
outside
there,
gets
1-0.
no swing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and
Pop
drifting
up,
out
center
to shallow
field.
center.
Matuk's
moves
coming
over.
on.
He makes the
And
play,
that'll end the
and
6th.
that'll
And
end
I'm
the
guessing
inning.
that Jason's day is about done here. They may leave him
1, 2,
in,
3 go the Mariners.
considering,
They lead
but
it 3-0.
with the offense the way it is, they may just decide to pull him and rest him for a couple days.
Wandy Peralta
Indeed.
will come
They're
on
gonna
in
bring out
relief
Wandy
now.
Peralta.
This will make his 35th appearance of the season.
That'll be Jason's day for today. He gives up 6 hits and a home run and a triple. 3 runs, 6 innings. That's a quality start, but not a heck of a lot else you can say about it. See how the Red Sox do to end the game. Survey says...
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark.
Well, aside
they
from
are
that,
very
Mrs.
happy
Lincoln, how
with
was the
this
play?
win.
Jason gives up a 3-run blast to Jorge Bonifacio in the 4th, and that's enough to tag him with the loss on the day. He goes to 6-5 on the year, and he goes to 52-37 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.16. His FIP is at 2.58. And his XFIP is at 3.11. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyron Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.